It's easy to hit forehands when the ball comes right to you, but when you have to run for it, the timing becomes tricky. Many players hit too early or too late. If that sounds familiar, watch this video until the end. This video will help you to improve your running forehand shots. In this video, I'll explain two key points: your upper body movement and your lower body movement. So let's get started. When you're returning a ball that's moving away from you, you have to do two things at once. The first thing, you have to get to the ball, and the second thing is to prepare your racket. Your legs or your lower body are responsible for getting you to the right spot. Now, your upper body, that includes your chest and your arms, are responsible for coiling back and the forward swing, the acceleration. Now, these two parts work differently, but they must be synchronized. So here are the steps. Step one, as soon as you recognize the ball is coming to your forehand side, then you should start running in that direction. Now your toes should be pointing to the direction where you're trying to run. Now step two, while you're running to the ball, you're taking your racket back with both arms. This part is very important because if you were to take your racket with just one arm, it's not helping to coil back, right? So make sure you use two hands to take your racket back as you're approaching to the ball. Now, as you approach to the ball, you will take the last step. That could be the square stance, the semi-open stance, or the open stance. So that means your last step might be left foot front or your right foot sideway. This is for the right-handed player. If you're a left-handed player, then your square stance would be your right foot forward, your left foot sideway for the open stance. As you make your last step, you want to release that non-dominant hand from your racket. And I want you to complete the coiling. So if you're doing the square stance, it looks something like this. And if it's an open stance, it looks something like this. So as you can see, I'm releasing in my non-dominant hand as I make the last step. Okay, step number 4, you want to swing your racket forward together with the momentum you just created with that final step. So approach to the ball, final step as you release, then you want to swing forward. Now make sure you're stepping in first, then your forward swing comes next. It's not stepping and swinging at the same time. Alright, your step 5 is the contact point. It's a square stance, then your contact point should be somewhere your front foot is. If it's the open stance, then your contact should be closer to your body. So if you can see my swing from the side view, it's easy to tell. If it's a square stance, then you have this bigger gap between yourself and the racket. The contact point is further than when you make contact with the open stance. The open stance contact is really close to the waist, but still it's in front of your body. It's not right beside or behind. Now I'm gonna mention the two common errors with this one. The first one is preparing too early, and the second one is preparing too late. So some players does this. They take their racket back, then they start running to the ball and swing. Now, it's good to have that early preparation, but you're losing in momentum. You're already taking your racket back. What you're doing there is you're re-accelerating it from there. Now, it's also not a good thing if you prepare your racket a bit too late. Some players does this as well. They get to the ball, and then they wait for the ball to bounce. Then in the very last minute, they take their racket back and swing. They feel very rushed. There's no control with their racket head. So here are some of the drills that you can do on your own. We'll practice moving your upper body and lower body separately. You don't need racket, just your body movement. So we're going to start off with the upper body. Just stand there. We'll start with the square stance. So step in with the opposite foot of your not of your dominant hand, coil, and turn, coil, and turn. Practice this movement of the upper body. Now this is what you do for your open stance. You step sideways with the right foot, then turn, coil, and follow through. Follow through. Now we're practicing the lower body movement. Start from the middle, place one cone somewhere on the baseline. We'll start with the square stance. So just run to the cone. Your last step, which is my left foot, should be just beside where that red cone is. Okay? You don't have to do anything with your upper body. Your main focus here now is just your lower body movement. So run and step, step. And this is what it looks like for your open stance. Run, step, run, step. My right foot is just behind that red cone. And you're not stepping forward, you're stepping sideways. Okay, now we're going to combine that lower body movement and the upper body movement. This time, bring your tennis racket. Start from the middle. We'll start with the square stance. So as you run to the ball, make sure your toes are pointing to the cone. You will take your racket back with both arms. And as you step, you release, then finish with a follow through. Do it very slowly in the beginning. And you're going to have to keep telling yourself what to do every time you change the movement. Do it very slowly. And as you get used to it, then you can gradually increase the speed. It's the same when you do your open stance swing. From your ready position, as you run to the ball, take your racket back. Final step, release, then swing. Do it very slowly. You can even stop in the middle of the movement and gradually increase the speed as you get used to it. Now here's your last self-drill. Prepare 3 cones. Just place these 3 cones between the service and the baseline. One there, one maybe in the middle, and one just close to the center line. Now those markers, just pretend that those markers are where the ball bounces. You're gonna have to stand in the middle of the baseline and do the shadow swing. Okay? Now you're not running to the cone because where the cones are is because those are where the ball bounces, right? After the ball bounces, it still comes closer to you. So you stay on the baseline, just move along the baseline. Now, I'm in the middle, okay? My first shadow swing, I'm gonna stop here, okay? Just where the first cone is. Okay? Just pretend that the ball bounces there and it's still coming closer to me. Do one shadow swing. Back to the middle. Now run to the second cone along the baseline. Okay, stop and swing. Go back to the middle and do the third shadow swing. So run all the way, hit, then go back in the middle. Now, the main focus here is that smooth synchronizing of your upper body and the lower body. When you're practicing your open stance, it's the same. Now make sure your right foot is matching with the cone. All right, you go like that, hit, back to the middle, to the second cone. Make sure your right foot, or my right foot, is meeting with the cone, and swing. Go back to the middle. Okay, run to the third cone. Final step with the right, and swing. So here are the main takeaways for this video. Your lower and upper body have different jobs, but they have to be synchronizing. The second thing is take your racket back when you're moving to the ball. And make sure you use your last step to accelerate. Guys, if you found this video helpful, please click a like and subscribe for more tennis basics. And don't forget to visit my tennis website. You will get a free PDF tennis tutorial every 2 weeks when you subscribe. And it's easy. All you have to do is just click the link, which I've posted in the description, enter your email account, and subscribe. Thanks so much, guys. See you in the next one.